Welcome to the Mystic Media channel. I'm your host, Rubina Rossabon, aka The Realist Astrologer. And I know I did a video about Jill Scott not too long ago. I think it was about maybe 6 months ago. And I broke down her chart and I spoke about some things about her being very masculine in terms of her character, in terms of her expression, due to what is in her chart. So I felt it necessary to get back into her chart because of this recent scandal that she's found herself in. Now, before I get into her chart, let me just pull up some of these memes that have come out because I'm trying to be serious now. Wait, I didn't even say this one. Oh shit. No, I can't even click on. I'm not even gonna like zoom in on some of these, but this is the aftermath of that video being released of her simulating oral sex on stage at one of her concerts. Now, a lot of people have been defending Jill. I was about to say skills, like she got skilled. I'm sorry. Now, a lot of people have been um, defending Jill Scott, talking about she's grown and all that, and she grown and sexy, and that's how she get down on the regular and all that stuff. So, and other people are saying, well, no, I feel like she's desperate at this point because she's just trying to get ticket sales, and she's in a movie right now, so she's trying to get, that's her way of getting promotion, all this type of stuff. Now, I'm kind of split down the middle in terms of her motivation for doing that. But I will say this, and I'll point to this in her chart. That is the real Jill Scott. Now, Jill Scott hasn't lost her mind. She's not on drugs. It's not because she's been hitting the bottle hard, which is why she did that. Now, I'm going to go back into her chart and show you. But here are just some of the memes that have come out. Judge rules in favor of Jill Scott. She will not be forced to pay Mike Dobson's legal fees thanks to her priest. Wait a minute. No, that's not it. Okay. Hate on Me, the Jill Scott story. Something about Friday Foolishness. Oh, but the reason why I decided to do this video real quick is because, let me just show you this real quick. I received an email, and I forgot that I followed Jill Scott on Twitter. Wait, not that one. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. I received an email Twitter update, and it said, this is from Jill Scott. She tweeted, in the midst of simple-minded, affection-starved foolishness, this song is actually quite beautiful. Now, she might be saying this in response to all the DMs that she's getting. She's been getting a lot of DMs from dudes asking, them to, like, shine their silver and, polish their knob and, you know, so she's really starting to take offense to it. But I'm like, hey, you put yourself out there. If you're going to put yourself out there, simulated oral sex with a microphone, then you got to be willing to accept the consequences. And I'm not here to judge Jill Scott. I'm just telling it the way it is. It's like, if you're going to put yourself out there as a superhead, if you're trying to challenge superhead and all this type of stuff, then you need to basically accept what's coming after that. So let me go back to these memes. So this is the aftermath of doing stuff like this, pulling up to Jill Scott's next concert, like, hey, auntie. Now that's just ill. Now, LOL at y'all Scott newbie. Y'all thought she was incense and sandals, huh? Real fans know what's up. Jill, I can't click on this one, I think. Let me see. Real fans know what's up. Jill's been schooling us the right way. Wow. Let me see. Now, me personally, I think it was just over the top. I didn't think she had to go that far to get a point across. Like, we know that you like giving head and stuff. You have those innuendos in your song and all that, and the metaphors and all that stuff. But I just thought it was real tacky and tasteless for anybody. If I saw a man doing that, and that's one thing I want to ask a lot of the people that are like co-signing on this. If a man was on stage, if a male singer was on stage and he was simulating oral sex, whether it was simulating it on a female or a male, Me personally, I would be offended and I would be like, ill, I didn't come to see this type of shit. If I want to see a sex show, I'll go see some strippers, or I'll, turn on some porn or something. So I like that a line is drawn between like public stars, like, in R&B and stuff, and those who are into adult entertainment. That's why it's called adult entertainment. So here's one right here. Me in the crowd. This is the one that had me cracking up. Me in the crowd of the next Jill Scott concert. Y'all ready for Miss Jill Scott? See, this is the aftermath of putting yourself out there, right or wrong, whether you want to agree with it or not. This is the aftermath of when a video like that goes viral. Now, let me just get into her chart. I'm not going to make this video long at all because I got plenty of stuff to do. Now, she's born April 4th, 1972. So that makes her an Aries. And she's a hardcore Aries because her sun is conjoined to Chiron. It's also conjoined to Mercury as well. So she has a stellium in Aries. So she is a hardcore Aries. And Aries individuals, they are just basically what you see is what you get, out with it, even, with their sexuality. Not all of them, but she is definitely showing that she is definitely that type. And with that sun conjoined to Chiron, that's reinforcing that 4 birth number, because this could be a freak aspect. That 4 can make her a freak. So she's an Aries and freak nasty. She got her Leo South node in the first house, which can make her very sexual, even hypersexual. Her sun is opposed to Uranus right here. This is the aftermath of what she's experiencing right now, the social media backlash. But also, this could deal with her having some freak nasty in her too. So, but this also shows that she has a way of alienating people. So that's what she's doing right now, alienating some of her followers and fans. And she will have this attitude just like how she's having, well, that's me, and this is growing. She was like, I spoke about it briefly during my live show. So if you haven't seen my live show, my most recent one, you could catch that. But she was basically like, people get they want to get their freak on after seeing. She was like, after being in one of my shows, and that's what I do. I get them in the mood, and I'm like, oh, that's all fine and dandy, but you got to be like more tasteful, especially someone of your stature, of your age, of your public image. It's about having a public image. But hey, if that's how you want to get down, like I said, you have to be willing to accept the aftermath. Now, she got some aspects in her chart that shows that she's a stone cold freak. So I'm not surprised that she would do so. Actually, no, I wasn't even surprised seeing her do that. I was just appalled, like, ew. Matter of fact, when I first saw the video, I was like, yuck. Because she went too far with it. Like, it was just too much. Like, there's a way, even if you want to get raunchy, there's a way of doing it without being downright trashy. Like, I felt like she came across as trashy, not even nasty. All right. So, Moon in Sagittarius, that could produce a freak, somebody that's very open sexually, somebody that's very free, somebody that has a big appetite for sex. Moon sextile Uranus, somebody that's into alternative types of sexual, flavors, and can just be a freak again and doesn't mind expressing themselves openly like that. Again, South Node Leo, that can make somebody very sexual. It's in trine to her Neptune, so she puts that in her music. So her fans, the ones that are defending her, saying, "Oh yeah, Jill Scott's always been like that. She's always like in her concert." So yes, this is an aspect that makes her a great singer, great entertainer, but also you can add the sex part in there, namely because of Leo. And then she's an Aries, Mars being her planet. Mars is in Gemini. Mars in Gemini can produce another freak type of individual, someone that is very vocal, even down to simulating oral sex on the mic because it's at the 5th degree. That 5th degree could deal with the microphone itself. And then look, trine to Pluto. She is nasty. And again, like I said, she don't mind vocalizing it. She don't mind publicizing it. Mars can join the Saturn. And look, with this, this could be an aspect also pointed to that actual uh her being exposed like that, but actually her benefiting from it in some way. So her album sales might be going up right now. Her ticket sales for shows could be going up, especially with men, because Mars rules men. And then Mars could join the Saturn. This deals with her career, her status, her reputation. Now, she does have Mars and Saturn opposing Neptune. This is that scandal, and this is that video being released. So it's going both ways for her. So she got people that are, cheering her on and saying, "Go, Jill! You really got the, mouth skills, and can I get some of that and all that type of stuff." And then you got other people. I feel like there's more people cheering her on and defending her. Talk about she grown than people who are like, nah, I'm not with that. She played herself. That's just indignified. She got a 9-year-old son. So I'm more on that end where I'm like, you know what? She didn't have to go that far. She could have kept it classy. But I also feel like this Leo is also pointing to fame, also pointing to her ego, her being an entertainer. And because it's the South Node pointing to she's going too far, she has the potential to go too far with it. And where she could be too much of an exhibitionist, because Leo is the sign of the exhibitionist. And then, like I said, South Node and trine to Neptune, she don't mind being out with it. Neptune's in the 5th house, that sexual desire. So also that's claim to fame. That I like to call the 5th house your claim to fame. So even when it comes to the oral skill, that's going to be part of her claim to fame now. So she can add that to her repertoire, I should say. So let me know what you think in the comments. You can let me know whether you're for Jill Scott doing that, whether you're against it. But basically, I did this video just to reiterate who Jill Scott is, the type of energy that she's working with that can result in her doing such a thing. And then also her Venus is in Gemini at the 0 degree, and that could deal with her not having much decorum, especially with it being conjoined to Saturn and Mars. And then it's in trine to her Aquarius North Node. So again, this is her living according to her truth, expressing herself artistically, but even getting down and dirty and raunchy about it, but being like that unapologetically. So that's been her response. She's really coming at it unapologetically and like, this is me. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. I'm leaving it. I'll just say that. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you would like a reading, you could go to my website at rabina.com. Stay tuned for more videos.